All right, so password is, or the code is 5161. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. So right now we're going to be doing the review. Just as a reminder, that your test is this Thursday. I'm going to come to it's actually the start here. I want to just go over the scheduled activities real quick. So we can just be on the same page. All right, so today, like I said, the 6th, we're going to be going ahead and going over the test 3 review. This Thursday will be test 3. All right, you'll be doing that with me. You just come in here like normal, and then you'll be going ahead and starting your review. Oh, man, starting your test. I'll go ahead and do it through Zoom like I normally do, okay? So let's get started on the review then. All right, when do you want to wake up? Come on, why am I having such a hard time? I like to complain. There we go. Come on, please just stop giving me a hard time. I want to go. This is terrible. Come on. This is like somebody playing a torture game with me. I'm not very tolerant to it. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. All right. Here we have this. It's open. All right. Let's preview that. You have to be kidding me. Come on. Let's go. Look, I have to do a double load on everything. It's like amazing. What is going on here? Oh, this is a test. I don't want that. Oh my gosh, I can't even push on the right stuff right now. All right, now finally I'm there. Oh my goodness, it's taking forever. So what is Pablo's total pay for, with 0 hours of overtime? So his total pay is $100, right? And then as he gets overtime, hopefully his pay does not decrease, but increases. And he's getting paid. All you got to do is look out from the point of this, the 100, where is it after 1 hour? And that's $150. So he's getting paid $50 increase, right? At what rate? It's increasing by $50 per hour. So that's it. All right. This kind of question, it will, something like this. A lot of these questions are representative of questions that you might see. So this is saying that Kareem has been saving $6 each week. Today he spent $90. So if he spent $90, that means he's definitely, is subtracting $90 from what he's been saving each week of $6, and now what he has left is $48. So the question is now how many weeks did he go ahead and save for? So all you have to do is take your calculators and then take the 48 and then add the 90 to it and then divide that by 60 and you get 23. So you can do all that in your calculator. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm trying to go through this pretty quick. All right, but now for this, solving the inequality for y. So all we're doing is taking and adding 14 to both sides, and we get -1. That's all we have to do is add 14 to -15. And we can leave it as the inequality where it's the number on the left side. So, but although I tell you that it's better to keep the variable on the right, or I mean on the left, it's not inappropriate to have it on the right. So solving for this, all we got to do is divide both sides by 4 and get 4, because -16 divided by -4 is positive. All right. Then all we got to do is cross multiply and divide. Well, 3 times 6 is 18. 18 divided by 9 is 2. So cross multiply and divide. Now this is a matter of replacing the values into each of them. Personally, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and solve it first. That's me personally. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can replace the y in for the other y. And this is what we talked about last week. Doing something like that. All right. So now that I have that, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can solve for it. All right. So now I'm going to do the distributive property. Combine like terms. Subtract, add 18 to both sides. And then going ahead and doing that, we get x equals -4. Now, because we solved it like that, we're looking for an answer with x equaling 4. So, and that's -4, that is. And then, so the only answer that will work is the last one. So that's yes, while these are no's. It's a quick way of doing it if it works out. If it ends up being where the variables are knocked out, then you have to do all of them. That's what we discussed last week. If the variables knock out, then you just have to do, answer them all or whatever. So just try it, see if it works. And plug and chug is a lot longer process than what I just did. Okay, now solve for y. We're going to go ahead and add 4 to both sides and get 9. Solve for y, we're going to get 8 divided into both of them. Now we can actually literally put 2/8, unfortunately, and it'll accept it as an answer, which I don't like it. Oh, hey, they say finally write your answer in simplest form. I like that, finally. So then that's 1/4. I mean, at least they warn us to put it in simplest form, but they've accepted in the past where it's like they don't even care that it's not in simplest form, which I do, but All right, going ahead and doing this, we subtract 9 for both sides. If anything, I'm going too fast, let me know. I mean, there's 45 questions here, and I'm trying to kind of rip through it. Just let me know, but it's pretty simple because it's like a matter of what we've covered already, right? So the slope is 3, and the y-intercept is -1. Dividing both sides by 7, we get 8. So 8 is greater than or equal to y. Cross multiplying, we get 9 times 2 is 18, divided by 6 is 3. Now the y-intercept is where x equals 0, so it's going to be -1. The slope, if you recall, you just go ahead and take 2 points. Switch the sign of the second one only. Add your y's, add your x's. Your slope is 3. And so the equation is y equals, and then it's the slope of 3x minus 1. Finding the slope, we're going to get -5, 3, 7, 9. We're going to switch the signs to 7 and 9. We're going to add our y's together, add our x's together, and then reduce or simplify. So that's 1/2. All right, cross multiplying, 8 times 3 is 24, divided by 12 is 2. All right, just list out the values of what's on the perimeter. Doesn't matter what order you put it in. And then combine like terms, so you get 22 x's. And then you get 23 for your constant. I am moving pretty quick, guys. I mean, it's simple addition in my mind, so don't think you have to go this fast. But I mean, if like I said, I'm doing something, just flag me down. Let me know. Say, Mr. D, I have no idea what you just did there. Please let me know. I mean, I'm assuming you have a clue what I'm doing and that you want this to go pretty quick. So when I say set these equal to each other, this is what I mean. I'll say simply set these equal to each other. And then you go ahead and combine like terms. So we're going to subtract 9 from both sides, get -7x. Subtract 48 from both sides, and we get -35. So your answer is 5. For x, let me go ahead and I'm going to put that down here. So put that in for x. And then go ahead and substitute that into any one of the two. I'll put on the bottom one. So it's going to be 45 plus 13. And that's going to give us 58. And you could do the same thing for here. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 48 is also 58. See, it doesn't make a difference which one you put it in. be assured you're going to have something like that on the test, by the way. So you're going to go ahead and solve for x by adding 7.56 to 4.3. So that's going to give us 11.86. All right, just did that mentally. Again, you can use your calculator. All right, how much does the cost of cheese increase for each ounce? All right, so then it's going to increase to 18 cents for every ounce, and that is also the slope. So it goes from 0 to 18 after 1, so this is pretty simple. Find the x and y intercepts. So all you got to do is identify that it's -4 for x and +3 for y, whereas the blue line crossing the axes, and we're done. All right, so then what we're looking for, Keisha earns $30 for each hour she works. So after 2 hours, she's making $60. 5 hours, $150. 8 hours, $240. So now just go ahead and plot this points. 2, 60, 3, error 5, excuse me, 150, and then 8, 240. Graph the inequality. It's going to be an open circle at the value of indication pointing to the right, and done. Dividing 3 into 72. All right, that goes 2, and then that's 4, 24 times. All right, now I would go ahead and multiply and then divide. So this one, maybe a calculator would be advisable. All right, so it's going to be 56 times 8 divided by 7. You get 64. So just multiply by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. Excuse me, multiply by the denominator, divide by the numerator. Close circle at 9, pointing to the left. Okay, guess the 9 didn't get there. There you go. You have a couple of those on the test, by the way. I mean, pretty simple. All right, at what time does the flour in the machine reach 0 grams? This is 0 grams, so it's 3 minutes. And then it's decreasing as time is increasing. So it's decreasing. What is it decreasing by? So you could just take the 810 and subtract the next number, which is 630, and then you can get your answer of 180. All right, so let me see, 3 minutes, what did I do? Disregard that, it's 540. So I made a mistake. So it's 270. All right. That was me looking at it too fast. All right, now moving on. We're looking at what is the temperature at 0 kilometers. So then we're looking at the height of 40. I'm not height of 40, but temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. And then as the height increases, obviously the temperature is dropping, right? So what is it dropping by? It goes for every kilometer is dropping by 10. So now with this one, what you do is taking a calculator, you can take 182 minus 89 and then switch the sign of it. So it's negative 93. Because you need W to be positive. Now this one, set them equal to each other. Solve for X. All right, so it's 8. Put 8 into the first one or the second one, whatever you want. So 8 plus 13 is going to give you 21. Do the same thing. Set them equal to each other. All right, now this one I'm going to go ahead and, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3x from both sides. And then get x equals 6. 6 times 8 is 48. So it's going to be 648. All right, pretty quick. Now this one, remember how I did this one with you before, hopefully, but this is going to be a good reminder. But let me increase this just a little bit. All right, I hope you can see that a little better now. So it says the area of the rectangular parking lot is such that the length is 97, and for the area, remember that it's length times width. So take big number and divide by smaller number. So you get 69. Now for perimeter, now I've given you strategies for this, right? But hopefully you'll remember this. But the perimeter is 286. So take big number, 286, and subtract from that, all right, the smaller number doubled. So we're going to look at 2 times 64, hit enter, and then divide that by 2. And there's your answer. So big number, subtract double the smaller number, hit enter, divide it by 2, and then you get your answer. So I'm not giving you any darn formula or anything like that. I'm just giving you the strategy for how to handle it. You will have that on the test. The yearbook club is meeting. The meeting had 24 people, which is 2/3 of the club. Remember, 2/3 is a fraction. So 3 times 24, because it's 2/3, so denominator times number. So 3 times 24, and then divided by the numerator, which is 2, and we get 36. Again, I wouldn't be so hasty, and I would actually write all this stuff down if I hadn't done like so many of them with you. I mean, I've already done like so many that you should be picking up on the strategies I've just given you. It's a fraction, all you got to do, and we've done it before, where you just go ahead and you've done your homework and hopefully you've got that down, right? So now we got to go ahead and divide both sides by -5. That's going to give us +2. But remember, whenever we multiply or dividing by a negative, we have to switch to inequality symbol. So the inequality symbol is now this, and where we have x. All right, now how much does her pay increase each hour she works? So it's going to go from 1 hour, in 1 hour, she goes from 60 to 90, so that's $30 of increase. And the slope is the same exact value. All right, now this one, we've kind of done this already. Jeannie, or Jenny, sold t-shirts at the festival and made a profit of $71. She made $4 for each t-shirt she sold. Her total expenses were $25. How many t-shirts did she sell? So we're looking at $25 cost expense and then $4 per t-shirt, and she made a profit of $71. So then just take your calculator and do 71 plus 25 divided by 4, and you get 24. You just use your calculator at that moment. This one, you just do 14 plus, and then it's 0.09, right, times the 50. And you get 1850. You didn't need the 50, by the way. You could have put just 5. I just did, but it doesn't matter if you put 25. Now, here, we're looking at slope again. So I've done a lot of these kinds of things already, but if you haven't figured it out yet, switch the signs, add, add, and that's the answer. So I'm just going to put 15 over -4. I like that. Your answer is correct. Yes, it is. I know. But however, you write the negative sign in front. You don't need to, but I just want to purposely make it where they would flag me on that. But I knew they were going to scream at me for that. I don't care. It's the same answer, and I would accept it from my student if they gave it to me. So adding 5 to both sides, we get 21. So z is less than or equal to 21. That's a subtraction. Sorry, I should have subtracted. So that's going to be 11. My bad. I added instead of subtracted. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and look at this. 6 hours total cost for fixing the drain. That takes 6 hours. So it's going to be take the value of 78, add 29 times 6, and get 252. Now it says if the plumber charged total of $397, how many hours did he spend fixing the drain? So you take the total value of $397, subtract 78, and then go ahead and divide it by 29, and you get 11. All right, so slope, just throw that up here. -3, -8, -5, -6, add. So that's 14, negative, add, Negative 8. Negative divided by negative is positive, so I'm going to go ahead and just put 14 over 8. All right, I like that. It's correct, but however, the fraction can be simplified. I like that they tell me that, by the way, because it should tell you. I mean, I knew it was reducible, but I didn't care. I wanted to see what they give me. Now, time taken for the customer at the first restaurant is just simply dividing. So you take the time divided by the 7, all right, and that gives us 6. And then that's 4 and 3. And then, of course, the third one takes only 3 minutes per customer. So it's going to be the third restaurant that's the fastest. And then for this one, all you got to do is to plot the 0, the y-intercept first, and then go up 2 over 1, which is the slope, and then you're done. Remember that? All you got to do is start at 0 and go follow the slope. All right, writing the equation in slope-intercept form, so it's going to be y equals negative 3x minus 1. All right, then we got to subtract 7 from both sides, get 3. And the last final question, we're just going to go ahead and cross multiply. It'll be 9 times 4 is 36 divided by 12 is 3. And we're done. I've just now reviewed 45 questions for you, of which only 25 are going to be on your test. Okay, so some of the questions obviously here are repeated. All right, you're obviously going to have some kind of a ratio, but you're not going to have 15 of them. All right, it feels like we had so many, right? I've done at least 4 of them, I think. But anyway, that should be a pretty good comprehensive review for you guys. All right. Are there any questions? All right. Well, in that regard, I'm going to stop the